Shout out my elders working, trying to get together, making sure we do it better. Free us from this white oppressor. My people catching cases, double life he facing. Scattered all across the world, I see familiar faces. Say we
both sides is evil. What's the solution? I'm gonna show you. Give me James 1:8. Do you believe in this book, right? A little bit? Huh? You're Jewish. Oh, you're Jewish. Like your mother, your father, both are Jewish. That's tough. That's tough. You know why that's tough? Now, it's tough when you say I'm Jewish because and I gotta be honest with you, the original Jews are not the people claiming to be Jews today. But you know, the original Jews look a little differently than the Jews today. The original Jews are not the real Jews of the Bible. Did you know that? They're converts. They converted to Judaism in the 6th century AD. From being Ashkenaz or Khazarians, Eastern Europeans. No, they're not. They're Europeans. No, so there's no such thing, I'm gonna tell you this. There's no such thing as, when we deal with landmass, we gotta get into the history. There's no such thing as a Caucasian or a European Jew. When you call yourself a European Jew, you're calling yourself a Jew identified with this particular landmass. We're talking about the original people. There you go. And they were people of color. You know that, right? So how did they turn? And I gotta be honest with you. There's no such thing as, you can't have an Ethiopian Jew and a European Jew and they be brothers. Because a Jew, I'm gonna tell you why. Because a Jew is a race of people, not a religion. Bring it out. We're taught now in today's society that I am a Jew by religion. Huh? By birth. But now let me ask you, how can you prove it? Which one test? Like DNA? Like DNA, right? Right. Now DNA is faulty. You know that, right? The point, no, you can dance. The point is, if you're claiming to be Jewish, I hate to break it to you, you're not the real Jew. And your people stole that land and was placed in that land by the Balfour Declaration, and they don't belong there. That's right. And the original people that are the original Jews were melanated people and the Afro-Asiatic people, and you stole who we were in the 6th century AD. You're really Eastern European. And that's the fact. It's the hard pill to swallow. Now, you believe in the Torah, right? You believe in the Torah? I'm going to prove to you one simple fact of how your people is not. How you doing, King? I'm going to prove to you real quick, real easy to understand why your people are not real Jews. The Torah says that if the Jews sin against God, he'll kick them out the land, right? Right? That's what the Torah says, right? Get that real quick. I need that. Give me, if somebody can pull that, I want to, before y'all leave, let me show y'all how, real quick. This the Torah. He'll spew them out the land. I need that. I need that. This is Torah right here. It's gonna, the same thing we're about to read right now, it's gonna say the same thing in your Torah. I need that. Yes. No. No. Because I believe that your people have to give back what they stole. No. To the blacks in America who are the real Jews. Not the Palestinians. The Palestinians also stole too. Look, let's read this real quick. Give me, I think it's, let me see.
22, Leviticus, I think?
Leviticus 22? Let me read this for them real quick.
20 and 22?
Yeah, I think that's it. Get 20 and 22? Let me read this last thing to you. I'm going to show you real quick.
I should be in that chapter.
Let me see. Yeah, read that. Thank you, Rob.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 22.
This is Torah. Read.
Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes.
So the Jews are supposed to keep God's statutes, right? Read.
And all my judgments.
All his judgments. Read.
And do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein, spew you not out.
So Israel is supposed to, spiritually, you're supposed to get kicked out of the land if you don't follow the commandments, correct? How is it that there was a gay parade in Israel? And their way, and not even that, but the land is not spewing them out. In fact, more of them are going into Israel. How are they the people of the book when the book says that if you're an Israelite or a Jew, if you don't keep the commandments, he's going to kick you out the land, not bring you to it. How can you be those people? You have to, technically, your people have to be kicked out right now. If you're the real Jew, according to Torah. Now, if you say, well, I don't believe in Torah, well, then that's to say, how do you believe? Huh? I'm talking about in a conglomerate of your people. Yeah, go dance, go dance, go dance. See, the land is supposed to spew them out because they're not the real people. Read it one more time, read.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out.
So the real Jew, if they are real Jews, if they're in the land right now, the land is supposed to spew them out. Meaning they're supposed to get ran out the land by their enemies if they don't keep all of God's commandments. How are they the real Jews when they had a national day for fornication in Israel? According to their Torah, they're supposed to get kicked out. I'm going to tell you who the real Jews are and who got kicked out. You, so-called black and Latino. And I can prove it to you with simple prophecy. Give me Deuteronomy 28 real quick. Let's go back to the basics. I'm going to show them. See, this is the truth that they don't want to hear. Read that. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So, according to the Bible, the Jews, if they don't listen to God's commandments, I'm going to show you just two things of what's supposed to happen to them. Watch this, read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it says that they're supposed to be cursed. If they don't keep God's commandments, they're supposed to be cursed and kicked out of the land. I'm going to show you that the Jewish community in Israel right now, they're not cursed. They're the richest people on the face of the planet. They own the international banking systems. They own your money. They own America's money, the Federal Reserve. You ever looked on your dollar? What it say? Federal Reserve note. They print your money. Yeah, that stuff the news ain't gonna tell you. CBS and what other news station black people like to read? CNN and all that, Fox News. They're not gonna tell you this truth. The Bible says that the real Jew is supposed to be kicked out of the land for wickedness and sin. Now, let's see some of these curses that are supposed to overtake. Give me 54. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54. And it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Now that's a curse. The Bible says that the man that is tender and delicate among you, right? It says his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. The Jewish community is not fighting amongst each other.
Shout out my elders working, trying to get together, making sure we do it better. Free us from this white pressure. My people catching cases, double life he facing. Scattered all across the world, I see familiar faces. Say we all